Hello guys, it's Minus Cat here and welcome to this video. In today's video we are going to be reviewing a few characters I made in multiple different games. So the first game we were checking out is Destiny 2. I have these guys here to ruin everything. Okay, so the first character we were checking out in Destiny 2 is my Hunter. I made this Hunter when I started back in Destiny 2. Well, not back in Destiny 2, but like when I decided to redo it on this account. Of course, I use Prismatic. Now these look. This is what I currently have them look like. I'm wearing the things from the current. I think it's like what's it called? The current event going on. It was like the Guardian games. That's what it was called. So of course, I made it. This is like my second character made on here after I felt tired of the first one. Of course, my super I have for this character is the Stasis super. I have the Shatter Grenade. That's what it's called. I have my Stranding. Just will spawn one of these. And then of course we have the Hunter's class ability, the dodge. Okay, now I'm gonna switch over to the. Okay, so the next character I have is my Titan character, which was the first character I actually played in Destiny 2. And I still come around and play it. This is the look I actually made for it. I think it looks pretty nice. Of course, also have leather looks as well. All of them using Synthesef because it is basically broken. Of course, and also powerful. Of course, origins of the character is look at that. Titan. And now let's move on to the final Destiny 2 character. Okay guys, now for my final Destiny 2 character is my Warlock, which is my longest space. I have not played it before. All this stuff is yeah. Just Void for that nice Devourer proc. Whatever you like to call it. Oh, we'll just... Now we're gonna move on to the next. Okay, guys, we are now on to the next game, which is Warframe. Of course, I like to use. I like to use the Drifter. Yes. Later. Of course, the Drifter is nice. We're mainly just gonna look around at some my Warframes, maybe, and even pets. Okay, so we have Ash, Caliban, Cyto 9, Ember Prime, Equinox, Excalibur Umbra, Gallus Prime, Hero Prime, Mars Prime, Comey, Loki Prime, Mag Prime, which I still need to level up, Mirage Prime, Necros Prime, which is a pain to level up. You just too hard. Nova Prime, Nyx Prime, Octavia Prime, Revenant Prime, which was my first Prime, Saturn Prime, which I got during the TennoCon 2024, Sevagoth Prime, one of my strongest primes, Volt Prime, good for Eidolon hunts, Wisp Prime.
Operator, do you know which finger the corpus used to count their money? The index.
And then of course Odyssey. So I guess the one thing that makes Sevagoth so good is Shade, because you can literally just use as a, like, if you're close by enemies, you can use Shade will like make you go invisible, and you can just keep using your abilities without going invisible. That's pretty much what it does. But for our other pets, we have Chewbacca, my first pet. Always nice to look at. My the one of it. What was it? This be called? I forgot. The Salive Vulpaphyla, but the main star is the Panzer Vulpaphyla, which again has the ability to has the ability to, with Viral Quill, send out viral damage to enemies that are 20 meters close, which is pretty nice for certain warframes, but of course using Shade. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much all that there is in Warframe. I do want to check this real quick. But this changes what will become. But it is Warframe's 12th anniversary, so go ahead, play Warframe. It's a great game. But on to the next game. Guys, we are now into the third game, which is created by Sega. The first ever, I guess, MMO to be created for consoles called PSO2 NGS. Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. This game is pretty fun, honestly. I mean, not like any other MMO I played, but I mean, it's definitely different since I just started. Just learned this like first grade console, so I mean, it's definitely nice. There's multiple different classes, and this is my character here. Multiple different clothes. Look right there at the preview section, you can see all these clothes. Multiple different ones. And of course you have like outerwear, like a coat, pretty much. What it is, or a t-shirt that's too big, pretty much. Accessories, like pretty fun game, and even with multiple different characters, great.
So,
Pretty fun. Third thing is you're even able to access the first version of it for it in New Genesis, which I have not tried yet, but you never know in this series. I'm planning on some series content, so there's a series. Just be ready. But now on to the final game. Okay guys, we are now on to the final game, which is Final Fantasy XIV Online. Started playing this game around summer of 2024, and this is the character I made. I still have not beaten the full game yet. Well, I guess I did beat the main, first story, but I have not beat the second story yet, which is Heavensward. I did beat the Realm Reborn though, and there are a lot of classes you could choose from. I'm trying to figure it out right here. Here are some of them classes. I started out with a class called Dragoon. I thought it was the other armor, but they're kind of the Dragoon. Okay, so each class in this game has 2 names except for certain ones. So like this one right here, it's called the Dark Knight, while this one is, when you first start as it, it's called Spear, and then it becomes Dragoon. For example, here is Paladin, which will soon, of course, become whatever it is. There's also like Arcanist, which will become Spellcaster, Samurai, which will stay Samurai. Blue Mage, which is a different one, doesn't have any of those like class things. It's just a job. How it works is you go out, find enemies, and then watch them do the move, and then you'll be able to actually use their move. Yeah, this game is pretty fun. You can rate stuff and all that, and you can actually start playing the game since this game has a free trial, but you will be limited to a limited amount of like money you'll get, how high of a level your classes can get, and of course you won't be able to trade with other players or access the shop. And this game did actually have a rough start, but I mean, they have a lot of classes, so really create a character to your own extent and just have fun. Because this game could one day probably is beating World of Warcraft. It has an amazing story, and just the armor and character creation in this game in general is pretty good. So that will be the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next one.